I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford. He can fight both southpaw and orthodox. 5 foot 8 inches tall with a 74-inch reach. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson. 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 72.4 inches. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest. And now for the official.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Sugar Ray Robinson.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that because when they get in, the heat won't double the impact because then it can cool down. They've got that cool breeze. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he just misses with that jab. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Todd, I've got to give it to the promoter. To pick this place, every ticket is like gold dust. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. No power in those punches. And he parries that left jab away. Both men step back for just a moment. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Fight. It's so important now in this first minute of this next round. You get on top of him.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. there's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And he fails to score with that left hook. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good counter left hand there. These two were made for each other. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He gets out of the way of that left hand. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. He blocks that jab. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
John, jump off, feel it, and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Body and head, be smart, change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both men step back for just a moment. And they get out of the way of that left hand. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Great work. Keep smart.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He threw the hook, didn't land. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
I think they both think they're playing tiddlywinks. This is the fight game. When you get in there, you get into fight. The fans are paying their money to watch you fight. We're sat here to talk about you fight. The cornermen are there because they want to see you fight. We need a fight.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. He's fine. Don't let him get confident. He's going to be stressing about his death tank now. Keep whack.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. Back into the fray here in round 5. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. They got out of the way of that right hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice exchange here from both men. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. Here we go in the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Missed him with that uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They threw the hook, it didn't land. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Just missed with that hook. On the right. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let back into.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. it's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He blocks the hook. Both men step back for just a moment. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Trying to answer back. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That left counter was perfectly timed. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fiery fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there is no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Absolutely shattered. Look at him, he's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. See it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. He's back. Don't let him get confident. He's going to be stressing about his best tank now. Keep watching.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Great counter right hand there. That hook doesn't score. Good counter punching. And the right can't find a home. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchange here from both men. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Right, it's so important now in this first minute of this next round to get on top of him.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. And we enter the ninth. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round? The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
The right hook misses. Nice counter punch. He misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. There's a counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And that hook misses. He got out of the way of that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work. You're thinking. Look, don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and then what you.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. It's round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice job landing that left counter punch. He blocks the right uppercut. You'd think we'd see more accuracy. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from. This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Look at that jab straight. Just see it and ride it out. Go out there and finish it. And beautiful. I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Both men step back for just a moment. Neither man really defending themselves. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The perfect counter lands. Nice exchange here from both men. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. He's fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stressing about his death tank now. What?
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell to start round 12. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good counter-punching from both these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.